Hi everybody, it's BJ from Irish Seams, and I am finally remembering that it's Tuesday and I need to do the news. So hopefully Michael won't kill me this week. I hope you don't mind. I'm out in the garden picking some spinach and lettuce for our salad for dinner, because just been one of those days, and if I don't multitask, it's something's not getting done. So let's do this. So let's see the news for this coming week. This is today is the 20th of May. Can't believe it's already May. Fesh schedule is heating up. So this weekend is Memorial Day weekend. We are going to be here for Memorial Day. We're not going to a Fesh this weekend. The Hester Fesh, I think, is going to be Feis shoes, and I think there's somebody doing hair and makeup. I'm not really sure, but you can check his website. That's up in fairgrounds or something, I think. Anyway, we're not going to be there for that. We are going to be here. We're going to have our store open on Friday and Saturday and Monday. We won't be open Sunday. I'll be in the area though, so if you're in town and that's the only day you can come, then let me know. But so it's by appointment on Sunday and Monday, but Friday and Saturday we're open. I think it's 10 to 5. It's posted on Facebook. So that's Memorial Day weekend, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday by appointment. And really Sunday, if you need a Sunday, like, I hope you really need a Sunday and not just, because I try to keep Sunday off. But there's emergencies happen. And then after that, the 31st, we're here, 31st and 1st. And we'll have the store open on Friday and Saturday again. And then after that, it's a Fesh every weekend right up until Nationals. And we are going to Nationals. So if you're trying to find us on the Fesh trail, you won't be able to come to our store on a weekend in June. But you can come during the week. We can see you during the week, not Thursday, Friday, or Friday, because Friday we're traveling, Thursday we're loading, unloading, whatever, loading and getting stuff in. And so you need to come see us Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday during the week if you really need to come in June. So the first weekend in June, the 7th and 8th, we will be at the Wash Kelly Fesh this year. The 14th, the following weekend, we'll be at the Indy Fesh. The weekend after that is Father's Day weekend. We'll be at the Louisville and the Lexington Fesh in Kentucky, the Bluegrass Fesh. The weekend after that is Dutch Country in Lancaster. We'll be at that Fesh. I think it's a Saturday only. Generally, it's a Saturday only. And then right after that is Nationals, and we'll be there. I think it's the 4th through the 9th. I think we're open for sales on the 3rd. We'll have more information coming out about that as we get closer to it. So I do want to remind you all, for Fesh, but especially for Nationals, if you're flying in and you can't take your hairspray and your stuff like that on the plane, you can order it on our website. We call it Grab and Go. We don't have a button for that, unfortunately, but it's easy. Here's what you do. Go on our website, order everything you need. Definitely you're going to need your hairsprays, if you need shoelaces or socks or sock glue, whatever else you might need. Then select pickup when you go to checkout. Instead of picking shipping, select pickup. And it's going to say you're going to pick it up at our store in Boonesboro, Maryland. Just ignore that. In the comments section, when you go to checkout to pay, it'll say you can send a comment or a note to the seller. You're going to put in there, pick up at Nationals. If you want to put the day, that would be great, but it's not necessary. We'll have it in a bag there for you with your name on it. You'll have already paid. The advantage is you don't pay any shipping and you don't pay any sales tax yet, because we haven't got that fixed yet. And then you'll just come by and pick it up at Nationals. You don't have to stand in line. Tell us your name and pick up your bag. So that's our grab and go thing. And then let's see, that's for Nationals. Or you could do it for any Fesh. Just make sure it's a Fesh we're going to. Pick up at X Fesh. Just look on our Fesh schedule and make sure which is on our website. Also, we're having a lot of people ask us, they didn't know about the Essential Jig shoe. It's a new beginner hard shoe we have. We've had it for a little while. It's suitable for, I would say, maybe the beginning level of beginning stages of novice dancer. The tip is not made well. You can't, I mean, the tip's made well. You can't really go on point on it. It's too small to go on point. So if they're either under 12 or if they're still at a level, they're not going on point. It's a fine shoe, and it's only $85. It's a really good beginner shoe. It's not going to be so easy to break in like, you know, the Feis Ultralight or the Rutherford Gold or the Feather Flex by Helican, but it's going to be a sturdy shoe. It's going to be great for a beginner, advanced beginner, or even a early or a young novice dancer. And you're not going to break your bank or empty your wallet to get these hard shoes. So, you know, when they're still growing quickly and you're having to buy new shoes all the time, or their first pair and you're not sure they're going to like it, and you can't find any used ones in the bin, then certainly try the Essential Jigs. And we have Essential Pumps that are, oh, I take that back. They're $90. I'm sorry, the prices changed recently. It was not the tariff stuff. It was just regular price changes. Anyway, and then the Essential Pump is similar. It's a beginner soft shoe that's a lot less expensive. It's very bare bones. There's not a nice thick pad in it like you'll find in the Platinum Suede from Feis, but it's a pretty bare bones beginner soft shoe. And then other news, let's see, Rick and I just got back from a camping trip. We did Queen City Fesh kind of in the middle of the trip. Let's see if you can see it. See the birds on my shirt? So we went to Maumee Bay State Park. If any of you are campers, I highly recommend this place. It is on Lake Erie in Ohio, near Toledo. I think it was called Oregon, Ohio, the town. And it was kind of split. It was, you know, the lodge part. They have a hotel and a lodge and a nature center and a boardwalk that goes through a swampy area, and you can see all these birds. That part was in a different town, and then the campground, which was connected to it, but it's a big area, that was in Oregon, Ohio. Really a nice place, nice campground, very clean, inexpensive, lots of good services and stuff. There were pool and stuff, and a restaurant and a pub at the lodge, all kinds of trails. And then we went during biggest week in American birding, BYIAB. And so if you like birds, then I would say go in May, early part of May, because we saw birds we had never seen before. It was really fun. So that's what's new in our personal life, I guess. And then with the business, I told you what fesh we're going to. We're going to Nationals, and then that's about it for now. That's about all I can think of for news. Just that people. Oh, one last thing. A lot of people also are surprised that we have, or surprised that they haven't heard about the new program we have called our Shamrock program. It's a loyalty program, and if you get emails from me, that's not the same thing. So you can, when you check out, you can sign up for emails. If you get an email receipt, which I always recommend, because then especially if you buy shoes or a wig, because then you could search on it later to find out what color you bought or what size shoe, which shoe you bought. So I recommend they're easier to search on than text message, but I would definitely recommend you get a receipt anytime you buy shoes or wigs, just so you have a record. I can go back and find it, but sometimes I have to dig. If you didn't get a receipt, I have to go in through either sometimes your email address, usually your credit card number. It's just more complicated. It's just easier if you get a receipt for both of us. It saves it in my system better, and it's in yours, you get the email. But that is not the rewards program. That is just receipts. And so when I send a newsletter, which I haven't been doing as regularly as I should, trying to get back into that, but when I do, it'll come to your email. And if you don't want to get them, you can opt out, and you won't, just say, take me off your list, and you won't get any more. But if you do want to get them, you just keep getting them. And then if you want to be in the rewards program, the loyalty program, I just sent an email last week about it, but you text JOIN to a number, a cell phone number. It has to be with your cell phone. And I will, right now, they're trying to improve it to also do email, but right now it's just cell phone. I will post the number on Facebook when we have the link to this video, because I can't remember it off the top of my head, and it's better if it's in writing anyway. So you could do that, or you can sign up when you get an email from me with a link. There's a, what do you call those, QR code you can scan. We're going to have that QR code on our booth starting at Nationals, and then on out we'll have a little sign with that QR code and the thing that you can text the word join to the number, so you can do that. Also, if you purchase anything, after you get the receipt option, whether you take a receipt or not, so it'll come up, you've purchased, it'll say approved, and then unless it was cash, then it just doesn't say approved or anything. Then you have receipt, text or email, or no receipt. Whether you get a receipt or not has no impact on whether or not you're offered the rewards. So if you've already signed up for rewards and you've used that same credit card, it will go right to rewards. It'll skip right over a receipt, and it'll send you the receipt automatically. And then it'll say, oh, you have this many rewards points because you've already signed up for it, or Shamrock points is what we call them. If you haven't signed up for it, it'll come, or if you use cash, it'll come up and it'll say log in. I think it says check in or sign up, something like that. Check in or sign up. So you push that button, you type in your cell phone number, and if you're not already signed up, you'll get the blue bar. It says sign up. And if you are signed up, that number is signed up, but you haven't, you paid with cash or a different card, then that number will come up and it'll say this many points is going to this account based on this cell phone number. And then you just hit the blue bar. It says accept or send, and then you get those extra points. So when you get 50 shamrocks, you get $1, one shamrock for every dollar. You get a $5 off coupon. When you get, I think it's 150 shamrocks, you get a $10 off coupon. And then the next increment, I can't remember what it is, I think it's $250. But you buy 2 pairs of shoes, you're there. That is 10% off your entire purchase, and you can stack those. So you can use your 10% off, your $5 off, your $10 off. We had people at the Feis this weekend. They would get a bunny, the Feis bunnies that are $15. They'd save their $5 and their $10, and they bought a candy bar for $1, so it's $16. So they paid $1 and they got a candy bar and a bunny. So a curly whirly is $1. Anyway, that's that program, so it never expires. And then what I was telling people this weekend that I highly recommend, a lot of times we get a grandma or an aunt and they say, oh, I never come, and I'm never here, I don't want your rewards. Tell them to use usually it's the mom, sometimes the dad. We have some that it's the dad's phone number. Whichever phone number, pick a phone number for your family, and every time anybody buys anything for your dancers, then use that number and your points will add up. So that's what I have to talk about today. So the Feis schedule, we're going to be out every weekend in June. We're open Memorial Day weekend. Sunday and Monday are by appointment only. Sunday's like emergency appointment. Monday is by appointment. Friday, Saturday we're open, I think 10 to 5, but check Facebook and Instagram. And then every weekend in June, we're at a Feis. We're at the Nationals from the 4th through the 9th. And I think that's it for now. I hope you all have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Let me go get this salad made.